Well, now when you get to Monk, he's my favorite musician. It's like somebody who's the oldest and most wisest sage that ever lived, but somebody who's 5 years old. Then you have a superior musical mind of organization and logic, a mathematician. Like of all of the bebop musicians, any musician in jazz, really, to me, Monk's solos are the most logical. They're masterpieces of logic and extremely consistent. Great composer, like to wear those hats. Very funny. You know, Monk has a lot of wit. His music is very, very funny, very extremely syncopated.
Thelonious Monk, the professor with the hat who did strange things with the piano. He is able to conjure out of the keys some strange thing, and then he looks at what he has done and chuckles and says to me, "Oh, that's good." And he tremendously enjoys his own capacity, but he doesn't hesitate to share it with you.
No more mysterious man ever played jazz than Thelonious Sphere Monk. And few created more memorable music. Born in North Carolina in 1917, he was raised on the west side of New York and steeped himself in gospel music as the teenage accompanist for a traveling evangelist. By 1941, he had become the presiding pianist at Minton's Playhouse in the days when bebop was being born.
Thelonious Monk is one of the jazz pianists who came along and just found the cracks in the middle of the diatonic scale, which is what Western music is based on. For me, Thelonious Monk dug inside of that and was able to communicate these smaller intervals that existed between.
He was a big, reticent man who played with splayed fingers in a unique percussive style.
And those fingers were so splayed, they never curved. I was always used to pianists having beautiful curved hands, but Thelonious would go like this and wait a minute before he hit that key, and I said, "Oh my God, is he going to make it?" And there, you know, it's never a continuity of flowing music, but it was straight fingered. He's thinking, "I'm going to hit that," and I just sit there saying, "Ooh, where's it going to land? Where's it going to?" It was always right. He always landed on the right note.
At first, casual listeners noticed only Monk's eccentricities. He had his own way of dressing. He often went for days without speaking to anyone. He used his elbows on the keys from time to time, and sometimes got up in mid-performance to dance in apparent ecstasy. Blinded by his odd ways and disconcerted by the novel sounds he made, most critics failed to hear the echoes of the musicians he most admired: the master of Harlem Stride, James P. Johnson, and his greatest influence, Duke Ellington.
critics are sometimes extraordinarily obtuse. They claim to want to hear new things, but new things bother them because they can't categorize them. And Monk was really very badly criticized in Downbeat and other of the jazz journals, and that affects the work you get.
He and Ellington are the two greatest individual composers that
These are all real deal guys, kid.
has ever had. And if Thelonious Monk had a different
This is what I'm talking about. Nat Hentoff.
the ability to organize and the strength
It's like
to hold an organization.
this guy knows his
the way
shit.
Duke Ellington had that strength.
And it's
He would be much more
telling you,
famous,
man.
and his music would be much more well known.
He rarely
Yes,
played
you-
anyone else's music, he explained,
yeah.
because he was determined to create a demand for his own. Over the years, many of his tunes became standards. 52nd Street Theme, Straight No Chaser, and Round Midnight.
Yeah, kid, you gotta check this out. You're gonna love it. My man's crazy as shit. Look at him.